Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode on the Olympus Craft server. Today I start with some very good news. In the last episode we were trying to find a fossil and I can say that I have found one. Look at that, isn't that cool? I've never found a fossil before in Minecraft. This is the first fossil I've actually uncovered. Now, as explained in the last episode, I have been using Chunkbase to find the fossil chunks, but last episode we were fairly unsuccessful in finding these fossil chunks, and after contacting the person who runs Chunkbase, who was extremely helpful, and working out what version we started the server on, I found a way to find the fossils. You see, there seemed to be an error with 1.17.0 where the fossils spawn in weird places, and therefore any chunks we loaded near the shopping district at the start of the server may not have the fossils they're meant to have. So what I've done is I've flown all the way out. I'm currently at 1,000, 5,000, and all the way out here these chunks hadn't been generated yet, and now they have the fossils they're meant to have. So anyway, yes, we have found the fossil, and this is going to be the centerpiece in our museum. Although actually this particular fossil is not, because I'm looking for a very specific type of spine, and this is close but it's not quite the right one. So I'm going to try my luck and try to find another non-generated fossil chunk. Oh, here we go. That was fairly lucky. Oh, let's go to the skeleton a second. Oh no! Yeah, so annoyingly I did find the bones and it was exactly the one I wanted, but a creeper blew it up. That is annoying because that was the right one as well. That was the spine we were looking for. Bone. Okay. Oh no, this is definitely a spine. I've got to say, this is genuinely really exciting. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a paleontologist, so digging up fossils is something I've always dreamt of. Yes, I'm an archaeologist in real life, and that's really cool, but archaeologists don't dig up dinosaurs. So the fact that I'm digging up some bones in this video game is still exciting. I'm really excited. Okay, let me be excited. If you've never dug out a fossil in Minecraft, I would 100% recommend doing it. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying it. So this is the spine we were looking for, and look how cool it is. I mean, I love this. I think it's amazing. So the next step is to take this down and rebuild it in our base. Now, I want this to be as accurate as possible. I had originally thought of taking it down layer by layer and moving it layer by layer, but I think that would be very impractical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Litematica to save the schematic of this particular fossil so I can closely replicate it back home. Ironically, it gave me the achievement for collecting the bones, and the achievement is paleontologist, which is exactly what I'm doing, and that was quite fun. Okay, that looks like the right place for it, so let's rebuild it. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to leave the coal in or not, but I'm going to leave it in for now and then decide once I look at it. Alright, there we go. It is now completely in place. Although now I'm looking at it, I've had another idea. Because we're going to have a cupola there, we could in theory have it hanging from the ceiling, so have it maybe floating a few blocks up in the air. That would be really cool. It's annoying because I've now placed it, but I think I'm going to take it down again and place it slightly higher. And there it is. I like it. I think it works quite well. Obviously it looks a bit floaty at the moment, but once we've got that roof in and those chains coming down, it's going to look really cool. And I'm very happy with how it sits in the middle of this room. And I'm thinking maybe if we put some bars here, then it'll look like it's cornered off. Yeah, excellent. That's looking a lot better now with this thing around it. Okay, and with that, the first exhibit has been placed in the museum, and we've actually received some donations. As you can see, we've got a tiny egg. I think this is Fuzzy because of the head. I think this is Fuzzy who sent it. I'm assuming this is his first set of armor, so I'm going to take these. Wait, it's the actual dragon egg? Then what? How is it a mini block? Oh, I think I know what's happening here. I think this is an armor stand. Okay, I need to work out how to get these, but I'll leave them for now. I think the next step is going to be working on some of the rooms in my museum. Because I've got all these lovely floors and you've got these redstone poking out, and I want to get rid of that. So I'm just going to put like a neutral wall here, and I may even replace all of these torches with sea lanterns. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that works very well. And I think also I need to extend these pillars outwards. Yeah, so then they look a bit more striking. And I may add like that, maybe? Actually, that looks even better. I like this kind of framing below and above. So maybe I'll do that instead. And with that, room number 1 is complete. We're still missing the lanterns on the ceiling, but those will be the same lanterns as the floor of the second floor. And originally I thought I was going to divide up these rooms into much smaller rooms, but I kind of like the idea of just a big open space and have lots of different smaller exhibitions throughout and have each of these floors themed. So I have 11 more floors like this to do, so I better get started. I quite seriously underestimated how many resources I needed to finish this place. And unfortunately I have run out of sea lanterns, I run out of sandstone, basically I run out of all the resources I need to finish off these rooms. So I have actually finished about half of the structure. In this area, as you've seen, I've added in this red carpet. So overall some very good progress on the base, but I'm going to have to wait till next episode to finish this off. Now the base has been a big money drain because I spent 40 diamond blocks to get all the copper from CWG and Sturkat, and I'm going to spend I don't know how many diamond blocks to get all the sea lanterns I need. And also I've purchased a load of red wool from Sydney. Yeah, here you go. I've put 7 diamond blocks here. And this payment is for 8 shulker boxes of red wool. And look at her place, it's just beautiful. I really love her style. It's just really nice, isn't it? This place is a bit of a maze though. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that lovely view as well. Oh wow, and Party Bros mansion is also looking crazy. This is the kind of style that I'm really trying to get better at. It's like messy, but in a very, very nice way. Like it feels very busy. There's a lot going on, as you can see here, and it really makes it feel so much more detailed than whatever I can do. But no, we're here in the gaming district because I've got a bit of an update. As you can see, we have moonified the entirety of the island. And I've made a bit of progress on the mini games in this area. I've not done anything for the foot race in a while, but I will soon. But I've built this thing here, which is the boat race track. Not completed, obviously, but I've done a good amount. Basically, you know, just like last season, you go around this boat track with a boat. So there's a fair amount still to do. I ran out of ice blocks though, so I can't do that today. But I'm hoping that as I start building more and more of my own mini games, others will start building their own too. A bit of an update on the button game. The button has been pressed quite a few times already, but there's still a long way to go. Now on to the next thing, which is that thing there actually. You see, as I mentioned, I want to start adding in more exhibitions to my museum, and I want to move this ship essentially from its current position into one of the rooms of my museum. I've chosen this particular ship because it's, you know, mostly complete. So as per the fossil, the plan is to take a schematic of this and then take it down and move it all the way to my museum. Right, so I've saved the schematic, but actually if I go into the schematic, the water is causing issues. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to drain it. I think I'm going to drain the ship and then move it. Right, I'm going to need a load of sand for this. I only have wet sponges, but the nether dries them, and this is incredibly satisfying. Okay, I have surrounded the ship with sand. So if I now place these sponges, hopefully it should drain the area. I need to do this quite quickly, otherwise it won't drain it. So let's give it a go. I need to spam it essentially. No, that did not work. I think I need to portion it up a bit more before I can start putting sponges in. Okay, we've got it sectioned off, so let's try this again. Hopefully this time it shouldn't fill in, at least not as quickly. There we go, that's the fourth quadrant finished. I have now removed all of the water, so it's time to take this down and rebuild it back home. And I'm going to do that in the form of a time lapse. So here we have it, the first proper exhibit has been added to my museum, and I think it fits quite well. It does kind of go up against the ceiling, and it's meant to be a few more blocks at the top, but I think that's not very noticeable. So yes, I've added this hole in the roof so that this will fit in. And honestly, this is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be probably half the size of it. However, I think it looks really cool, and I can't wait to add all the other little exhibits all the way around it. But for today, unfortunately, that is the end of our episode. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you have, please remember to comment, like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, bye.